Patrick Süskind's Perfume, the story of a murderer, is no walk in the park. Honestly, if you want fucked up, but in a pretty wrapping, kind of like Lolita, then it is a good book. Welcome. This is Check That Book, a channel where we get acquainted with the most disturbing books ever written. Yeah, that's right. We get familiar with disturbing literature here. We don't analyze anything. I don't do deep dives and shit like that. I mean, there's plenty of other channels doing just that already. So, my job is to provide you with short introductions, so to speak. And Perfume happens to be one of the best selling German books of all time. It's beautifully written, first and foremost, but also it fits the bill for not only the disturbing literature niche, obviously, yeah, it's also written in a manner of a traditional classic book. Honest, it has beautiful language. I enjoyed it. And if you, well, at certain points, you could forget that you're reading a disturbing book per se. You're reading a mystery drama kind of concoction, you know? It's a good piece of work. So, why is it disturbing? We have our protagonist. Well, I'm always it's always difficult to call someone a protagonist because it usually implies that the character is positive, and well, in this case he's not not really. Our main character, yeah, let's go back to that. Our main character, Jean-Baptiste, he's born with this exceptional sense of smell. It's his talent, and we just follow him through life. We witness his hardships and everything he goes through developing his talent and learning the craft of a perfumer, and it's really interesting. Yeah, I mean, it is disturbing because it is a story of a murderer, and why does he start killing? Yes, Jean Baptiste starts killing. Why? I'm not going to spoil it for you. Read it for yourself. I highly recommend. Or watch an adaptation. There is a very decent movie adaptation. Google it. I'm not gonna. This is not a channel for movies, okay? It's based on a really good book, which I'm trying to introduce to you right now. This is a very well written book that rather masterfully blends fantasy and fiction and some factual information. And yeah, quite often writers tend to compose things about a country they don't usually live at, or they have never even visited before. Sometimes it's interesting like that. So yeah, Siskind's writing is great. The story is interesting. I mean, it's not even half as disturbing as most of the books we covered on this channel so far. However, yeah, it is on the list. Why is this one disturbing? I presume it's on the list because of its inclination to be somewhat erotic, in my not so humble opinion. The way the murders are described, it's a bit weird. And yeah, that one scene in particular, if you know, you know, the scene at the execution site. Yeah, it's oh, so there's blood, there's gore, but not as much. The very idea of what our main character is doing and how is disturbing indeed. I really, really don't want to spoil this one for you if you have no idea what that is, but trust me, the reason for him murdering these women, yes, he murders women, uh, the reason is, I mean, you could deduce it from the title, what he's doing with them, but the way he does it and the way he describes it, wow, I mean, our main character has this supernatural sense of smell and this this fixed idea of what he must do with it, and wow, it's very well written. It's kind of like a detective story a bit. It's written in that manner. I loved it. You will get somewhat intimate with our main character on an emotional level here, because the way he perceives the world through his sense of smell is very, very gripping. I suggest you go into it blindly and discover everything for yourself. There is no more I wish to say about this book, really, because it is a good read. Disturbing, yeah, slightly. I mean, some vivid imagery here and there, but not much violence just for the sake of violence going on here, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I would even call it a bit classy, you know. However, it doesn't cancel out the fact that our main character is a sick fuck and he needs professional help. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like disturbing content, consider giving this video a boost in the form of an erect thumb and a subscription perhaps. Take care, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you soon. Bye! Once upon a time. Because the way he... What did I need to say? This is a very Patrick Süskind. Patrick Süskind. Fuck my ass. Perfume. I'm done. Jean-Baptiste Grenouille. This is not even that difficult. Jean-Baptiste Grenouille. So by the end, well, not going to spoil it for you, but what?